Good morning, everyone. It's again time for a semi-final analysis. Today, I will go through the third and the fourth round of the semi-finals of the Netherlands. Yesterday, it was a very exciting day because there was, of course, the semi-finals, but also the world record try from Johan Terke Dekker. Unfortunately, he didn't succeed. He got to a 60.9% instead of the 70% he wanted to make, but still very good try from him, and against a lot of very strong players. If you see the opponent board. But today we are, of course, going to talk about the semifinals. It was a very exciting day. A lot of good games from especially the youngsters. Good games. We will start first with the Group A. Then we will go to B, C, and D. In Group A, you see now that Terweijden is on position 1. He started the day with a game against Rob Geurtsen. Rob Geurtsen was totally in a winning position, but made a small mistake, and then everything was equal again. But in the end, Luc was a little bit lucky, and he got away with a nice win. And in the afternoon, he played a very good game and won again. In this time from Peter from the Stap. So I will first go through his games. If you see the leaderboard, you see that he is on top with a +2, but he's followed by Arjen van Leeuwen and Hein Meijer, a Grandmaster and a Master International. Both, of course, want to go through too, so he still has to play against them. It will be very interesting what will happen in those games. If I'm not wrong, he has to play in the next double round against them. So he's up for a very heavy day. In Group B, also a younger player, Jan van der Star, is on top with 5 points. He already lost one game against Andrew Churong, who is on the second place. But Jan did very well. He won his second game against I have to check Majeed, and in the afternoon he played against Walde Allejaar. So in Group B, everything is still possible because only a +1 doesn't say you're already in the finals. Group C, Matteo did again a very very well. He had the chance to win both games yesterday, but he had to accept a draw against Wouter Ludwig. I will show in the end the possibility how he could win, but also the possibility how he could lose from Wouter Ludwig. So he also was a little bit lucky in the end. But the game against Jeroen Kos was really good from him. He played a very interesting opening, and everything worked out very well for him. You see in this group already that he is at a +3, and only Wouter Ludwig is following him with Jos Stokker with +1. Everything is still possible in the group because a lot of players here are playing very interesting and trying to play for winning games. So it is not said that the second place will be for Wouter Ludwig or Jos Stokker. It still can be for Jan van Meggelen or maybe even for Martin van Dijk, because in this group a lot of strange things are happening. And Group D was kind of a little boring if you see the results, because they played all draws, but there was still some small possibilities for the players. In this group, serious everything can happen still. So until this moment, you would say Matteo has the best chance to be in the final, and also in Group A, the best chances are for Luc Terweijden. But personally, I would give only the best chances to Matteo so far. So let's go to the studies. I made a small study about the games. We will start with the game of Rob Geurtsen against Luc Terweijden. It was a very interesting opening. Kind of serious first, but still Black Woody wants to go for the wing attack. And kind of in the Rosenberg opening. Yeah. very interesting is that the possibility 24-29 is not an option because it is kind of a draw choice. And you'll see this the whole time in the game still as an open option. Now, black is already in a better position here. He has, of course, the attack and always the possibility to go here, but white still has the defense from 47 to 42. So black is just trying to wait as long as possible. And now a very interesting thing is happening. Where you would expect black to wait a little longer, maybe with 2-7 or something in that area. Black plays 18-23, and now there is a small combination to field 6. And at this moment it's one piece more for black, but white is going to make a king. So normally you have to give at least 2 pieces away. So yeah, white should be normally 1 piece in front after giving away his king. The thing what happens is at this moment white can't move his king anywhere, so he first has to give a piece. And then normally you would say, hey, white has given the piece. Now you have to go as quickly as possible to field 6. But no, he played 40-34, and now black can just take the king away, and yeah, will be only in an equal position. I will show what other opportunity was here. So the possibility with 1-6 will be this. And now you see directly already the white king is open, can go wherever he wants, is not possible to take directly. And now white is threatening to take the piece. If black plays here, white can just go here with his queen, over with his king, and just moves on with the game. And yeah, it's this whole block has no chance yet to take the king easily. So white has maybe chances even to bring this piece towards here for a second king. Good. Let's move ahead. Let's say, yeah, this is where we are. So they're equal again, and now they're just playing. White is still in a better position. White had even a really good chance here with so this would be the best move. And here's something very interesting is happening. Black succeeds in getting through. It's still a draw possibility here, but white plays 32-28. And then everything goes downhill for white. But there was also a chance to play this very interesting move. Really easy. If black goes here, then you just take it back. But when black goes here, you can go between, and yeah, there are not many other choices for black than to give to. And just move forward, and let's make it easy in this case for draw. Black will go here, and you just make a sticky move. But 17-21 was made. No, they were building up. Here still nothing is going on with a 38-33. It is still a good game. Everything is still possible. You have the fork, so you can still even exchange backwards when ever needed. But white decides to play the 37 move, and it's kind of a waiting move, and it's still okay to play, but it really gives a much better game, or easier gameplay towards white. Now 39 is played. Also here, 38 I would say is a good move to move ahead. 1924 is played, and now black gets a little bit in a better position. Black gives away, of course, and tries to move on. And now the biggest mistake is made in this position if white moves on with, for example, 28-22, and black makes the king. There are still options for draw possibilities, with, for example, moves as 38-32, because you're trying to get the king, and if the king moves backwards to field 45, you can close it, and black doesn't really have any other moves. So yeah, there would be still an option for white to make a draw. But now everything is going real quickly. He's just waiting, attacking the pieces. He has to defend. You wait again, attack again. Now yeah, going here or trying anything else is not very handy, because going here, he was just take and then go behind. So there's not really a save in that case. And here, the opponent gives up. So very lucky for Luc, because the whole game was first for the white player, but in the end, black got the better chances to win, and it's good for Luc that he is now in the first place, and had a very strong game day in that case. So in the afternoon he had to play against Peter for the Stap. Luc got it really early in the game already, a fork lock, and French lock, if you're translating directly from Dutch. A fork lock is not really something what is a winning gameplay directly. If the white player is doing everything correctly, then there are also a lot of chances for white, because there are a lot of combinations like the von Lochtenberg possibilities. But also there are sometimes offers where, if the offer is played, that there are also a lot of chances. But in this case, there's an offer played and 60-21 is played. Normally when piece 50 is on 45, you always have the easy move, 29-23, with then a small combination I want to make directly, but no. First you play, let me see. First you normally play 29-23. He takes, you give first one, and then you give this as the second piece, and then you take 3 back in your one piece in front. But in this case it couldn't happen, so white just moves up. Is exchanging, making everything ready maybe to exchange the pieces. You always want to have that threat in the game. Now, both players are moving correctly here. Not many strange moves are made. White is building up. Black is just trying to make his defense ready. But from here on, white starts making strange moves. He's waiting too long, to be honest. He's now moving 48-42, which is already kind of a strange move, because when field 26 is blocked, 37 can't move forward. But overall, that's still drawish. Now he's even waiting at 50-45, so he has played all his waiting moves just to make sure that when he is making an offer or anything, everything is still possible. 32-27 is just an okay move, and now white decides to play 37-32. What is a very strange move, because personally I would say, hey, move from 43 to 32 because you have more chances, and yeah, it's probably a better waiting move, especially after if you play first 38, then you also just can move out to field 23 and still make the choice: am I going to move with 42 or am I going to move with 43? But White has calculated here and decided, and now this move 42 37 is played, and yeah, the computer directly goes to one piece in front after the move 12 18. But yeah, probably it's a mistake there. But overall, it's already a very difficult game for White because there are less choices for the White player. Now, this is just a standard move. White plays 41-36. It is mandatory because if he wouldn't play it, if he would play 4 with 37, then yeah, Black could just go here, or he could just go here. Both options would be good, and the whole wing would be blocked for the White player. Black is just bringing his moves up. Here you always have to play the exchange. Yeah. I think here for Black also this is possible, but it's understandable if you have seen that even the exchange here later on is good. That's even moving up with 13-18 and 9-13 is okay. And now, even after this exchange, the computer already tells, hey, this is going to win for sure, even if they are now in an equal amount of pieces position. Yeah, Black has all the opportunity to win it, and that's because he can just attack this piece and try to break through, and he still has a nice defense standing here. Now, all normal moves are made here. White is just building, trying to make a small combination. Making this move gives totally the game to the Black player. And here Black is going behind because he probably has seen after giving that he still can come towards the center on time. No, I'm not saying that correctly. They can march towards the center on time and attack the piece here. But if you look a little earlier, he could also just give 12-18, give back, and then go behind and win the game for sure. And here, White gives up because, Black can just move like this, and White is not on time to block it. So, for example, White has to wait, and if it doesn't help him anyhow. So, very good game from Luc. Probably there were some more chances for Peter to make a draw earlier, but after around move 37, the game was kind of over. So, now a very interesting game also is Anton van Berkel against Terwel. There is a line played by Bart, which gave Anton a really good chance to get the win. Both players fully went for the win in this game. And also Bart was playing some interesting way of playing again, because he always plays a little bit different than you see from other players. For example, here you expect the Black player to go to the center, but no, Bart goes directly here, builds up, and even when you build up, you have the piece on 5, which can go to 10 and is hanging there. So you directly have to make a decision, hey, how am I going to develop that piece? in the game, you will also see that he finds an interesting way to do that, which is not even bad for him. It was just a good way to play. And now he moves out because then he can move forward with 1329 or 1324, and piece on 15 and on 10 can be moved forward. Now, 43 to 39 is okay play, but also just directly 40 34 will be okay gameplay. White is still a little bit in advantage. Has already a few small formations in the connection, of course, with 16. Now, both players are just playing ahead here. Nothing is really going on. Of course, there's a little bit more pressure from white, but everything seems normal. But now the move 13-18 is made, and yeah, it's not really a handy move because white kind of can wait here without doing anything. He doesn't have to attack the whole time. He can just wait now with, for example, 43-39 and attack 31-26 at a moment of his choice. But white didn't see this chance by waiting again, so he moved up directly. Black defenses. 37 of 42-37 is a good move. Black just is building up his extra defense again, but also a move as 21-26 would be just possible, because then if 43-39 would be played, he could just close it. This was the move I was just talking about. He could just close it, and you would just be in a normal, classical endgame, and most time with the 9 against 9, it will be a standard draw. Now everything is kind of equal, but black decides to hold this hole on field 13. Overall, of course, still it is a draw game here. Even if white would get a piece ahead. Now moves like this could be very interesting for the white player, but he decides to move up with 35-30, and now black plays 14-20, and that is not the best move. Black could just play here and go behind, and now white has to make a decision. Of course, there is still a good option for the white player because he can move up and move up, but you have to see it. I'm really interested if both players have seen this piece giveaway and then the threat on field 22, because if white would exchange double, black would be in a really, really good position. Now I will show you what could happen in the game. For example, if black is closing, white will just give the a majority rule and takes a king. So black moves away. Now black doesn't want white to go here, so he moves 12-17. And now, for example, if black is playing this, white can just give 3 pieces and get 2 back, and it is kind of a drawish position at the moment. Good, we are going further with the game. Yeah, now white directly gets a really strong position with a wing attack. He's blocking 3 pieces, and even this 4th piece here is not much worth. Black is trying to bring a small defense towards the attacking piece from white, and he's going to attack here. And he even has to give 1 piece extra, because otherwise white could give 2 pieces here and walk through to a king, what will be directly a winning position. Now still the position is kind of a winning position, but white has to do the right moves. Okay. And now white just moves towards a king in this way. Because, for example, if white would go here, black could threaten the white piece, then he had to walk away and black could go for a second king. And yeah, 2 kings against 5 pieces, if you have the middle line, should be a draw, but only by a really good play. With the extra piece here, of course. So, of course, it's very logical that white played to field 12. Now, few moves still are made, but yeah, black already knows the game is over because the piece is blocked and he opened the other black piece, which is only needed to take away, and then there are still 5 pieces against 2 with 1 king and 4 pieces which are still open to take, of course, the king. Good, very interesting game from Bart against Anton, and yeah, Anton got away with the win, and he kind of deserved it because he was the whole game in a better position. Good, we are going now to the game of Majeed against Jan van der Stap. Jan again had a good day, and he played a very interesting game against Talha. Yeah, they are building directly up already to a wing attack, and Talha also directly moves towards the wing attack, but then he starts moving other pieces around first before he's making his defense ready here. It's interesting because most of the time players don't do that. Most players just make the defense ready and then they move ahead with the rest of the piece. But changing this way of thinking could help maybe against his opponent. And normally in a game you would see directly the opponent playing this because then black can't get out with the piece on 16 develop. And you want to develop the piece on 16 and just defend with pieces with 6-11 or 7-11 and then behind. So in the game also I would think 32-28 would be the best move. But Talha is just playing 50-45, which is just a waiting move, which should not be needed directly. And now he's attacking, and now he moves out. But black has the nice move 4-9, and is threatening to take the piece again. So when he would have directly done it, black would not have this option, and he could just make different choices to move forward, maybe directly then with 41-37, 37-20, 32, and then if he would go out, he could just exchange even and then take the wing attack, for example. But yeah, it is a decision he had to make during the game, of course. Yeah, not much is going on in this game yet. Everything is kind of very equal. White is just building on his attack, and black is just defending. He's kind of surrounding and trying to put a counter attack, of course. Building up very normal moves, especially this still is very important because you just want to exchange towards here, and then yeah, kind of the game is always going to draw with a little bit of advantage for white. That's why also white exchanged this piece, so the exchange was not possible yet. And here, interesting move is also made because, yeah, this gives more opening for black again. Black is blocking all the important pieces because, yeah, white wants to move probably this this line out on the right moments, of course. But that's not possible at the moment, so he has to play first 38. Exchanges again. Now 33 is coming up. Again, exchanges, and everything just moves towards a draw. Now, of course, the black piece looks very dangerous because it can maybe make it break through. But at the moment it will be here or here. White always can move this way and threaten, to go through, and then black has to make a 1-for-1, and then nothing is really going on. But white is doing that already directly, and now already waiting with 49 43 is not most ideal move. Personally, I would say go directly with 33 28. Black just moves on. Now again, I would say move on directly. Just try to attack as quickly as possible here, because 9-14 isn't played yet, or can be played now, but after 33 it will be played, of course, and then there are still opportunities. No, still everything looks drawish here, and then the move 33 is played, and from here on everything is going backwards for the white player. He could play 43-38 with attacking here, of course. Black goes between. We can go here. And white even has to give away a lot of pieces to make the draw. Or black has to give away a lot of pieces to make the draw in this game. So this could be an option which was much stronger for the white player. But he decides to wait, and black plays the mandatory move 14-20 to block the pieces here again. And because this piece here, the black piece here, is blocking the normal moves in the wing attack position, white can't move this piece here, and is forced to play with some moves he doesn't want to make. Now, great move. He's now blocking any possibilities to go here. So even here, he can maybe even block this. And white is just giving his first piece away, second piece away, and he thought he maybe had a small draw chance here, but the great move 21-27 could be made, because taking this piece, black takes 2. So white has to take that, and it will be 5-1 in the end game, and it will be a win for black for sure. So great game from Jan van der Star, after the small mistake, of course, from Talja, because he was kind of in a drawish position the whole time, and even with a little bit of advantage if he would take the option we just gave it, 43-38. Good, we are going to the game Frits Luteijn and Talja Majeed. Frits Luteijn is, of course, a very known player, also put a lot of interesting color theoretical stuff online on his website. Don't play Keller against him. And he played today against Talja Majeed, and Talja won, where you wouldn't expect it, because Frits has, of course, the higher rating. They just play a very normal opening here. It's all very standard. You would see this also in other games. Now already here, 46-41 is a move you really have to calculate, because of course there could be some combinations, but in this case, white just could give and take the king away. And now the move, the wrong move is made. 34-30 is not a good move, because 15-20, and there are no good moves anymore. No good moves anymore. You have to play on directly with 34 and then build up, and black can block you. The best move here would be probably 34-29 by just exchanging, but probably white got a little bit tired after the second game, and then you're not as sharp anymore as you normally are if you are playing only one game a day. And now you see what happened. White can't play this. Of course, white still can play this, but yeah, it doesn't look that nice because black can play on with 21, 26, and the exchange towards here is not possible because the 1 for 2. And yeah, now black is going to win for sure a piece. And if he's not going for the winning piece, he has a really good chance to get through. And that's also what Taya is doing. And here they are still in an equal position, but you see already that black has a really nice breakthrough possibility, what is already giving one piece ahead. Everything is just built up normally. Now, yeah, black just allows white to give the 2 for 2. Funny here is that this is already a good move, but the black player thinks, hey, let's just take a few extra pieces away from the board. We still have enough defense here, and this move can still wait for a while. Now, again, an exchange here, and now white plays 40, 34, and the moment is there to get through. Again, exchange, and the game is kind of over here. White is still trying a few things, but black is playing very correctly. And now, yeah, black can just play a 1 for 2. And now he threatens to exchange this, and it will be for sure. If even white would still try, it would be 4 against 1 if he would get a king. But yeah, that chance would be really small. So very good game from Taya, where the chance was to get a piece extra. He directly went for it, and yeah, he outplayed a very, very strong player. Good. Now we are going to one of my favorite players, Jan van Meggelen. He played against Dijk Kooistra. Jan played a very, very solid game and overplayed his opponent fully, in my opinion. They just built up normally. The game was for a little while equal, but the white player kind of made some small mistakes with how his pieces worked together. Like he has a lot of openings here, and yeah, can't really move towards field 27 yet. There are a few moments he can, and when he can, he really has to. But yeah, of course, these kind of small combinations are feeling dangerous, and then you will have a piece on 24, which looks weak, but in reality, it still is holdable in this kind of position. But they're just building up here. Black is just waiting. Personally, I would also expected white to go here because, yeah, he has still enough defenders here and can bring the white piece later towards the center field when there are made some exchanges in this corner. But yeah, white decides to go to the center, which is not wrong, of course. Now, here, of course, already white could also just go to the attack. It doesn't look very solid, but it's still doable. And now a very important thing happens. Black plays directly 2024, which is not needed. At this moment, you can always make this move. So black would just wait here and strengthen his position a little bit, like with 6-11 or something, and move forward. Depending, of course, because if white would play 44-39, he can try to move out at a certain moment. Of course, in this first option is not possible because of the 1 and getting 2 and getting 1 again. But black decides to go directly in. what just gives a little bit of advantage away, because waiting would make sure that white has to do a move on a certain moment, which is less ideal. Because, for example, if white would have made 44-39 and 6-11 will be played, and then 24 will be played, it wouldn't be ideal for white to move from out of this white wing, because he would have a piece here which he would prefer to play 39-33 first. Everything here is still solid drawish. It gets a little bit better for black again. Black is just waiting. The sense is made. Sorry, after 33-28, it's still drawish, but there will be also the possibility to play 45-40 and bring the pieces here or towards, or you're blocking, of course, these kind of options. And after 10-14, what is kind of also a mandatory move here, because otherwise you have this again. There will be a nice combination. And it will be equal for white, and it will be still a chance to make a draw. But now it goes totally wrong for the white player, because he doesn't have a good defense, and the pieces here are not working really well together. And as you see, for example, also 39-34, 34-39 is a good gameplay here, but black decides to wait first. Still goes for the same plan now, of course. And the game is kind of over here. Great play from Jan. Maybe in mid game he had some more solid chances by waiting with the 20-24, but in the end he pushed his opponent to do some wrong moves, and that gave him fully the win. Good, the next game is Spijker against Wouter Ludwig. Sietse is, of course, one of the youngsters in this tournament. He is a very adventurous player. He really goes for strange moves sometimes and likes to attack. Of course, Wouter Ludwig is a very solid and strong player who also can calculate very well. And this time Sietse was unlucky against him. Sietse had a lot of draw options, but he missed, unfortunately, these options. We already see that Sietse is playing some interesting moves, because there were a lot of times already some 1-for-2 possibilities, but he knows from, hey, if I go behind, I will have some development, and there's no real trouble in the game. So Wouter is, of course, waiting. Some small advantage for black is coming up, and at this moment white didn't have to do this move. White could just build up further and play normally on, but he decides to take a small combination, and it's not very ideal for him, because this piece on 28 is very strong, and black can bring up his pieces solid enough to defend it if white would go attack it. So it brings some extra advantage for the black player, and some difficult decisions for white. So white decides to take the piece from the board. The game looks more drawish again, but black, his pieces are more far ahead to the front, of course. Has already some difficult choices here for white to make. So I understand that there's some pressure on the game for white. Now white played 45-40 very smartly, because then this exchange is not possible because of the small combination. Still nothing is going on. At this moment, black takes a little bit of advantage because yeah, these two pieces are not really working well together, and this small block is also not really well working together because yeah, you can't exchange it, of course, and if you wait, black goes directly here. But at this moment, white decides to play the move 38-33, where the option 30-24 will be totally a drawish position. Just for example, some normal gameplay. And yeah, black has to give at least a few pieces away to make a breakthrough, or he has to bring this up in attack, and then white also has a walkthrough. But that didn't happen. 38-33 gave black to move 14-20. Now it is totally yeah, blocked by 12-18. Still, it is a draw here. But now something very interesting is happening. Black plays 26-31, and he's kind of hoping white will defend with 48-42, because white can just move forward and attack here, and he will make a breakthrough, and everything is just a draw. But yeah, it's also kind of understandable, but the white thinks, hey, let's defend first. If it goes here, I can go here, and then I can try to move forward. But then the very strong move 10-15 is there. So from there on, the whole game is should be directly a win for black. But yeah, also black is not always perfect. The game is just played very well here. And yeah, here it is still also following the computer a win. But black makes a small mistake here, and it's a very interesting endgame situation, which you also can use in real life games. Also, of course, the book Master Endgame, you will find this kind of options for yeah, drawish positions you wouldn't find, but in the Master Endgame you will see just winning possibilities. But yeah, black should have gone to the midline, blocking this piece from graduating, and then bring his black piece towards king. Black plays 13-19, and from there on it is not a winning game anymore for black. But white makes a mistake. White plays here, but he could also go here. Then it will be played like this, and you're attacking this piece constantly. Now, would it move away? You just threaten it again. Now, you wait again. Even if it is waiting here, it can't go anywhere. It is a draw here. Like whatever black is doing, white can threaten by doing this. If this is played, you can just go between. If black moves towards here, you can just go behind and take this piece. So there were many options here to make the draw. Now, even here, there's still a draw possibility. Now there was a small win. And again, a draw possibility. Oh, I'm going wrongly, sorry. Still the draw is there, but Sietse makes a small mistake here. Like here, everything is still fine. He could just move here, for example, and try to attack it like this. If black would go here, he could just go behind again and yeah, move towards the same position we had the whole time. And yeah, black finally should accept the draw. But yeah, Sietse totally missed the easy 1-for-2 with a win, because the black piece is already on the 8 field, and the white piece will be on the 4th field, and then there are still 6 moves to make before he can be a king, and black only needs 2. So pity for the white player, because he had a lot of chances to make the draw. Good, Matteo Boxum against Jeroen Kos. This is a very quick game. Jeroen doesn't have his best tournament yet. He lost already 3 games, and he played in the afternoon a draw against Jan van Meggelen. That was, I think, his first real good game this tournament. Overall, the opening and everything is still very standard, and nothing is really going on here. Of course, white plays very strongly 32-28, and then is threatening to play this. 16-21 is still normal. But now black decides to move backwards, and that's very strange because he has a very active piece on 28, which you want to defend. So it would be more logical to move forward to have defenders going after it. But he decides to go backwards, and then Matteo is not hesitating. He's now already threatening with this, of course. So black has to defend. Matteo goes behind. Also option would be playing it like this. And Matteo brings a very weak piece to 28. And he's going to attack it. Waits a little bit because, of course, the defense. Now he attacks it, waiting again. Again, making attacking moves. Black gives. And now he has the weak piece here and can try to get it away. And black gave up. So a very quick game, but also kind of theoretical opening, which he played. And a very main thing is that, taking pieces backwards is not very good regularly. Good. Now again, a game from Spijker. This time against Martin van Dijk. Martin van Dijk was very happy with his win this time. There was a very strong gameplay from Martin, which Sietse was defending very well against, but at the end he had to give up because he was totally locked in his position. Opening is nothing wrong with. Yeah. Interesting, side pieces game, or randspel as we call it in Dutch. Also very interesting move and good move because this had to be played at that moment. Yeah, for white it is just pushing his pieces forward, and black just has to exchange constantly. It is getting better for white constantly. A12 was kind of the wrong move, I think. Here playing 10-14 would give more option for black, because he could just move out towards here. Of course, if 48-43 is played, you can't do that yet, but it brings options for the black player, and also he can play 18-23 to attack this piece. So probably for 10-14 would be a little bit easier, but A12 is not wrong yet. But it gives him a lot of pressure on this game. Now he plays 10-14, where you would say, hey, 18-23 would be better for the position. And from here on, everything goes wrong. Again, 18-23 will be easier because he can build up these pieces, maybe make a choice that he goes here or here at the right moment. And also white still has to make a few moves and can also get a little bit stuck. But after the move 48, for example, White also had a nice winning possibility here. I don't know if Martin has seen it, but yeah, black can't almost do anything in this position. Going here is not really solid good. Here is not really solid good because you directly block it here. Here, of course, is not ideal because of the combination. Let's see. Because of the combination. Here, directly that, and you're threatening, like in the game. So black probably will play it like this. White can just wait one move extra, and now he is forcing the win, or at least one piece, and the game will be for the black player, or for the white player, sorry. But yeah, also the way Martin played was very well, of course. But yeah, it will be one small difference. And white is just waiting, and yeah, black can't move anywhere. This is not a good move. This move is just a waiting move because white can just exchange, and yeah, there's not really any chance anymore for the black player. So unfortunately, Sietse had a really sad day. But overall, if you see his games, there were still draw possibilities, and he plays very interesting. So I think a shout out for him, and hopefully he will make some extra points in the next 2 rounds. Good, the last game. This game is very decent the whole time. Everything is just very normally played. Black and white both know what they are doing. It's all theoretical stuff what they are doing here. Yeah, so just normal chances for a draw. You would also expect this game would be a draw for the qualities of both players. But yeah, things are changing, especially from this moment on, because white just makes a quick move, like what you also would do in a quick game. You would just play, hey, 41-37, nothing is going on, everything is fine, I just play it, where also 43-38 would be one of the moves you could make. But white plays 41-37, and now there's a really nice combination, which also already happened in the game from Antwerp Berkel against Frits Luteijn, as far as I know. They missed this nice combination, which is kind of directly a win. So our youngster had again a chance to win and could be still on a 100% score against a very strong player. But yeah, he unfortunately missed it. And after missing this, his game went backwards. It got worse and worse, especially the move he's making here. 22-27 is not a very logical move. Like this and this will be earlier logical than moving 22. And white can just wait. White can just build up and wait until black doesn't have any chances anymore. And luckily for Matteo, white plays 28-23. So he can play 10-15, and there's an exchange. And this still is again very strong then for Matteo, because the piece on 17, which was blocking a lot of things for him, is gone. But there was a very clear win for the white player. Of course, it's difficult to find this exchange because you have to give one piece away for the win. But for a level that Wouter has, I would expect him to see this. And white just walks to a king, and even after this exchange, white just moves here with his king, and he's blocking everything, and it will be a win. But luckily for Matteo, it went like this, and it got really quickly to a draw. So it was a very exciting day. It was very well played from a lot of players. Of course, Group D, a lot of draws, but also, a lot of strong players which are giving nothing away to each other. Still a very exciting tournament. Still many good games to come. I'm really looking forward to the 5th and 6th round when, the dust is getting more down, and more things will be getting clear who is going to the finals. At this moment, I give the best to Matteo. Hopefully, he will succeed in it and win a few games more or draw the rest of the games in the tournament. I hope you liked this small analysis of the games. I think we found a few small, interesting moves for the players, which could make a better game for them. I would say please like and subscribe to my channel. Subscribing is for free. It will help give me more response from other players. You will directly get updated about the things I'm uploading on YouTube. It just also motivates me, of course, by going on with making these kind of videos. I would say thank you for watching again. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see each other for sure in 2 weeks with the next semi-final analysis. And tonight I will be online for a small tournament, and maybe I will play a few games against players who want to play against me, and we can just analyze the games after the game or during the game. Thank you for watching, and have a very nice evening and day, of course, today, because it's going to be nice weather. And thank you